Hey guys, it's Jess, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about full water culture. I am no expert at this. I just started full water culture maybe last, what was it, April, I think, or late March. So this is my first orchid in full water culture. This is a Phalaenopsis, and it's no ID. I got it on sale at I think it was Lowe's, and it was like half off because it wasn't on its best shape. I immediately put it in full water culture because I wanted to try it out, see how it did in my condition, because full water culture doesn't work on every single person due to like the conditions they live in. This is an easy way to not kill your orchid. You won't overwater it or kill it by not giving it water. At the beginning, your orchid will lose a lot of roots, but eventually they will replace them by new roots that are actually not prone to root rot because of the water. On this phal, a lot of the roots actually didn't die. Most of them stayed, and the longest ones actually created new extensions. So you can kind of see right here all the long roots. These roots were probably the size of the shortest ones. Well, you can't see, but they're probably the size of the shortest ones you can see here. And they've grown longer throughout the months that I've had it in full water culture. I use normal water, like water from the sink. Now, since I'm in a new building, in a new dorm room, we do have water fountains that are supposed to replace bottled water. Yeah, and I use that water for this one, for all the orchids I have. If I don't have that water available, I'll just use sink water. I don't think my water is that hard. You can test how hard your water is at home with, I think, some like dish soap and a bottle of water. Slava, I think. That's she has a test or experiment that you can test on. And if I remember, I'll leave a link down below for her video. But yeah, this orchid apparently hasn't died, and like I said, it's created a lot of new roots, and it's created this spike in full water culture, so it can give you flowers. You don't have to worry about that. When I got this orchid, it probably had only 4 leaves. This one's turning yellow, that's why it's all sad. But yeah, it only had 4. No, I had 3, sorry. No, I did have 4. Yeah, I'm wrong. It did have 4 leaves. And it grew this one first, which is a really small one. And then it grew this one, which was longer. And this one, that's probably going to be longer than this one. But it stopped growing right now because of the spike it has. This spike has grown pretty fast. It's probably, all this has grown probably in 2 weeks or so. So that's really fast. Like on the base, you really can't see from the camera, but on the base, there's a lot of like green nodes, and those are all going to be new roots. When you have a phal with full water culture, you don't have to worry about giving it humidity, because it does create its humidity, because the water will evaporate from the container and up, so it's gonna create that, like, the humidity it needs to create new roots at the base, and it will also give humidity to the other orchids you have around it. So that's one thing I've noticed since I've had my orchids, half of my orchids in full water culture. A lot of Actually, my humidity level has gone up probably 20% or so, so that's a lot. I don't currently fertilize my orchids just because I haven't found a fertilizer that I like. Once I do find a fertilizer, I will probably put a container with like the fertilizer with water, a weak solution though, and I'll just probably place a fowl there for maybe like 30 minutes, once a week or maybe twice a week. Not twice a week, once every 2 weeks. So it'll depending on the fertilizer that I have. So you can still fertilize orchids. Let's see what else. I think that's it for having your orchid in full water culture. It's a lot easier to take care of than being like in bark or in sphagnum moss, although sphagnum moss does take a while to dry out compared to the bark. It does eventually dry out, and you do need to take it to the sink or do whatever you do with it, water it the way you water it. But in full water culture, I probably fill up the water again maybe once every 2 weeks, and it's a lot easier for me to take care of them while I'm in college because I don't have the time to water them like once a week. So that's a lot easier for me, and I don't trust anybody at home to take care of them just because I feel like when I come home they'll probably be dead. So yeah, if you guys want to try this, I'd say just like start it off with one orchid first, just in case you don't like the technique. You can always change it back, and it's not your whole collection, you know, being in full water culture. So yeah, you guys should definitely try this out. If you guys did like my video, please leave a like and a comment or subscribe. Thank you guys.